This is going to be ranking every NBA team based on how difficult it would be for me to win a fight against whatever their team name is. Number 30 is the Jazz. The only way some music could beat me in a fight is maybe if it like blasted it really close to my eardrum, but even still I would just walk over and turn the volume down, so I'm winning this one. 29 is the Knicks, which is short for Knickerbockers, a pair of pants. I wear pants every day. I think I know how to handle these. I'm taking this fight. 28, the Nets. Maybe I could get tangled in it and trip and fall, but let's be real, a basketball net is no match for a human being. Easy win. 27, the Nuggets. Now, maybe if it was like a giant piece of gold and it could somehow slingshot itself at me and hit me in the head, it could knock me out. But we're being very realistic with this series, and so there's no way that could possibly happen. I get another win. 26 is the Pistons. This is another one that if it had some help, it could do some damage, but in this series, everything is all alone, so I'm not worried about a lone car part doing anything to me. I win again. 25 is the Clippers. You think I'm scared of a sailboat? Now, maybe if it could drive itself and chase me, that would be a little scarier, but still, a boat can't drive itself, so no threat whatsoever. 24, the Lakers, exact same thing because it's also a ship, but I put it above the Clippers because I think it's bigger and a little more modern, but if that's wrong, you can just flip these two. 23, the Pacers, same reasoning as the boats here. A car needs a driver, so it couldn't defeat me on its own. But nowadays, we do have some self-driving cars, so if the Pacer was one of those, it could give me a run, but for now, I'm still taking the win in this matchup. 22, the Thunder. Now, obviously, Lightning would be much higher on the list because that can do some damage, but Thunder itself is just noise, so that's not super scary. But the reason it beat out some of these others is because if the noise is loud enough and scary enough, maybe it could give me a heart attack. 21, the Rockets. This one would be terrifying if it had human assistance, but in this series, everything's alone, so this one's no threat to me. I'm winning this matchup. 20 is the Spurs. Now, these things are incredibly sharp, so it would hurt so badly to have one of them jab into my skin, but literally all I would have to do is just not run into them or not step on them. Another easy win. 19 is the Hornets. Now, I know some of these can be very big, but let's be honest, at the end of the day, it's still just a B, so all I have to do is smack it, and boom, I win the fight. 18 is the Pelicans. Now, I know these things are big and they're known for swallowing their prey whole, but let's be honest, their prey is not usually a full-grown human being, so I'm winning this one too. 17 is the Hawks. Now, they're known for being one of the most dangerous birds in the world, and their talons can apply 170 pounds of pressure, but I like to eat, so I'm over 170 pounds. Might be a little tougher than some of the ones we've seen so far, but another one that I could win. 16 is the Heat. This one could be dangerous if I'm not prepared, but don't worry, I will be. All I have to do to win this one, simply walk inside. Another victory, I stay undefeated. 15 is the Mavericks. Now, I understand that horses are big and strong and fast, but as a human being, I think I would be able to outsmart a horse and take this matchup. 14 is the Bucks. The antlers are my only area of concern because those could be pretty sharp, but human beings literally hunt these things for fun, so he is going to be terrified of me and try to avoid me. He's not going to attack, and I can just use the same strategy that hunters use to take this win. 13 is the Timberwolves, another one that's a little bit scary and does pose a threat, but I'm going to be smarter than him, and he's going to be scared of me, so I'm confident that I'm going to take the victory here too. 12 is the Celtics, absolutely carried this far on the list by the fact that he has luck on his side, but let's be honest, I'm almost 6 feet tall. I'm not too worried about a little 4-foot Irishman smoking a pipe. Another win for me. 11, the Trailblazers. What are some dudes in a wagon from the 1800s going to do? Maybe try to run me over, but in 2021, I have enough technology to win this. Number 10 is the Raptors. Now, these things are only a couple feet tall and can only weigh up to 100 pounds, so I'm definitely going to be bigger. It's just kind of scary going up against a dinosaur. Those teeth could be vicious, but again, I think I'm able to win this matchup. 9 is the 76ers. Yes, they did just win the Revolutionary War, but what are the colonists going to do to me? Come at me with the Declaration of Independence? I know they might have some weapons, but nothing that I can't beat out with something from 2021. Number 8 is the Kings. Yes, a king has had some battle training, but in his time as the king, he's been weighted on hand and foot by servants, so he probably forgot some of that stuff, so I think I could catch him off guard and take this matchup to stay undefeated. Number 7 is the Bulls. Now, this is where it gets a little bit dicey. If he charged at me, I might be done for, but I think I could outsmart him and just barely eke out the victory in this one. Number 6 is the Grizzlies, a monstrous, vicious animal. This one could be iffy depending on how he attacks. It's a draw. Number 5 is the Cavaliers. This guy has received high-level training and been fighting people for years. He knows what he's doing, and even though I fight my heart out, I have no chance, and I receive my first loss. Number 4, the Warriors. This dude received tons of training and has been through all kinds of battles, so I'm absolutely no match for him. He beat out the Cavaliers, though, because he's got a little bit more protection and weaponry. Number 3 is the Suns. This one is a cakewalk victory for the Sun. Literally, all it has to do is just get slightly closer to me, and I'm instantly gone. 2 is the Magic. I suffer another absolutely crushing defeat. This one isn't even close. It speaks for itself, though. I mean, it's Magic. It can literally do anything at once. I don't stand a chance. And number 1, the Wizards. Same thing as the Magic, except it's got a brain behind it. The Wizard can do literally anything he wants. He has no problem defeating me. I do not stand a chance.